Do you actually think Jake Paul knocks out Joshua? Seriously?
Jake Paul chins AJ, yes, they fight.
Are you serious?
100%. If they fight, I'm putting £1 million on Jake Paul.
What?
Yeah.
I have to walk to the car park.
Yeah, let's go.
And there you have it, guys. There is Tyson Fury making a bold statement about Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua. He says that Anthony Joshua gets chinned against Jake Paul and he has $1 million to back it up and let me counterpunch. I think Tyson Fury is just really, it's slick. You have to understand what Tyson's doing. He is putting that fight into reality more so than a fight with him and AJ. See, people put him and AJ in the same boat because they got beat by the same people, you know, except for Dubois. Now, Tyson is really off the hook for fighting Dubois. So there will be no Dubois-Tyson Fury. That's how it always will be. Tyson Fury will find ways to avoid big fights or fights that we don't know the outcome of. You know, he did it with Joe Joyce. He did it with Mark McCauley. And he's going to do it with AJ. He's not going to fight AJ because he wants people to not associate himself fighting AJ. That's why he's so big or adamant on fighting Alexander Usyk. See, Alexander Usyk is the guy that he wants to fight because Alexander Usyk's on the top. So if you always fight the guy on top, you can never be on the bottom. You can just be that opposing guy on the top. And if you always argue that, hey, I won that fight because I didn't have a fair shake, you could never be considered the guy under Alexander Usyk. Where there's enough people that might believe that shit, but I don't. I'm not one of them. And for him saying that I'll put $1 million on AJ, he likes the idea of fighting AJ. You know, Jake Paul fighting AJ. So he doesn't have to be bothered with AJ. So who does he have to be bothered with to come back into the sport? The guy that just knocked out Danny Dubois in round 5. You see what I mean? So, yeah, it's clever. Will he do that? Will he put $1 million on him? Probably not. He knows what happened with Francis Ngannou. You know what I mean? Like, he knows that dealing or fighting someone like AJ is not as easy as people think. Now, looking at what we saw, you have to respect the brilliance of Alexander Usyk, but you also have to respect that not everybody comes in the best of shape. And AJ's either going to come in the worst or the best, you know, but him saying that about AJ is very disrespectful, but it's also a clever way to disassociate himself with fighting Anthony Joshua, you know, because who the hell would want to fight Joshua now? No, I don't want to fight Joshua. I want to fight Tyson Fury. For one, I'm going to get paid. For two, they're for all the belts. And for three, that will avenge my 2 losses. You know what I mean? Why would I bother fighting someone that I never fought and I could get my ass whooped again? Then I got 2 people to worry about. You know what I mean? Or should I just cut right to the gusto because I have access to it, which I don't understand, but it happens, and take that fight. So I do think that Tyson Fury will take that fight. He wouldn't give a shit about no one else, not his buddy Joseph Parker, not Get Caballero, a fighter that he's supposed to fight, or nobody else in queue. He don't give a shit about that. He just cares about Tyson Fury, and, you know, and if he gets the opportunity, he's going to come back to fight him. But everybody else has to have their place so they won't be, or the public won't be distracted by asking him questions about other fighters besides the fighter that he personally wants to fight. But you guys tell me what you think of this bold statement that Tyson Fury's made, that he feels that Jake Paul will chin Anthony Joshua when they fight. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch.